What is going on? There aren't that many 8-bit samplers available in general, and for good reason. 8-bit audio can be a bit of a rash to work with. It can sound great, and it definitely can be useful, but sampling good 8-bit audio takes a bit of know-how. In this video, we're going to go over the things you should know about sampling with an 8-bit sampler. But first, I'd like to invite you to like, share, and subscribe to our sampler channel. And with that, let's get to it. Alright. The main thing that makes 8-bit audio require more care is the dynamic range available in 8-bit audio, meaning that the difference between something quiet and something loud in an 8-bit atmosphere is a fine line. So 1 minute you could be sampling something and it seems that you got a good level, and all it takes is a little bit of increase in that initial sample, and all of a sudden you've just overloaded the dynamic range of the 8-bit depth you have with the sampler. So recording your levels require more care. You really have to watch and gauge what the overall sound is doing while you're sampling. Whereas in 12-bit, you're okay. And anything higher than that, you're definitely okay. I mean, you really can see when you're pushing it too hard, but it's a little bit difficult to tell with 8-bit audio until you play it back and realize that your sample sounds horrible. But that's the major thing. And in speaking about 8-bit audio, a good 8-bit audio sample, if recorded well, will sound pretty good and have just a bit of character in it. It should sound kind of fuzzy and grainy in the top end, kind of like a nice little sparkle. And it will be noticeable that it's 8-bit, but it shouldn't sound harsh or abrasive unless you want it to sound that way. So let's take a listen to a familiar drum sample that we've sampled on the Bastel Micro Granny. Definitely not high res, but it can hold its own. So now that we have the Micro Granny just here, what I've done is I've sequenced it with the MPC 2000 Classic, and I have the MIDI sprout connected to a plant sending MIDI out to the ASR10. And I've attempted to get the ASR10 to sound sort of 8-bit like, just to help it pair well with the raw sample drums coming out of the Micro Granny, with absolutely no effects, but there is effects on the ASR10. Anyway, let's take a listen. By and large, 8-bit audio is definitely an acquired taste, but if it is the thing you're looking for, just being aware of the limitations of working with 8 bits will get you so much further than wondering if your sampler is broken because it keeps on distorting. And truthfully, if you've used a Bit Crusher plugin or something like that, those type of devices don't present those limitations that you would get with an 8-bit sampler like the Bastel Micro Granny or the Ensoniq Mirage. You really have to be aware of what you're recording and how you're recording it. It's kind of trial and error, like you'll definitely end up sampling whatever you're sampling more than once and trying to get the best result, for sure. Which some can see as fun and just part of the work, or it can be frustrating to others. Which makes me kind of curious. In the comments below, if you could, let me know what you think of 8-bit audio. Would you use it? Do you use it? How do you really see 8-bit audio in the music making process today? Anyway, thank you for watching. If you liked and learned something today, subscribe to us here on YouTube. I will catch you on the next one. In the meantime, take care of yourself. Peace.